What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another comic review. So, I had to hit this one up immediately because I really like this issue of Superman. It's a good way to end the Imperious Lex arc. So, we got Superman number 36, and DC has decided to abandon the Rebirth title, or the Rebirth part of it. I'm gonna miss it a lot, but it is what it is. But, Superman is still Superman, and Rebirth is still kicking butt. So let's look at this cover. This cover is like, Superman on the throne of Apokolips. You wouldn't expect it, but here we are. And it just really defines Superman's, imposing nature, should he ever turn bad, but we know he won't. So let's go. So we see here we're at Apokolips, and it's just recently been colded, burns out because Kalibak turned off the eternal fires, basically. And we see that we're on Apokolips. He's like, Prophet, what do you see? I see darkness, Adora. Darkness on a world that has been burned with flame for eons. Now it is cold and as dead as our hope for a new age, for a new glorious age. You just see her as chaos rules, and we just see war on Apokolips. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's in the action. You got Kalibak, you got Lois right there, you got Superman with the Furies fighting, Granny Goodness, Parademons. John is even leading his troops. And then we see Lex right here, just knocked out cold. It's like, have faith, Prophet. Faith, Adora, I feared it lost. Without order, each seeks their own rule. Without rule, there can be no peace. This world has fallen to shadow, and its people are blind in its futility, and none in this civil war are worthy of the throne of Darkseid. And we just see, but there is one. You have foreseen him, have I, Adora? And we just see Lois. We just see our people's iron will is not his. He fights for the hope of his own world, for his own people. And then we just see John, line up on your father. So you just see the super family working together to fight. I just see form a perimeter with the dogs around your mother. It's like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. So he's fighting. So, a little bit of a family outing in battle on Apokolips. Superman is not bound to Apokolips, true. So you just see Kalibak going crazy. And we just see Granny Goodness going down for Kalibak. And we just see, then we must find a way to bind his steel hand to our iron will. We just see Granny Goodness get toppled on. And it's like, and those who spill the blood of their own will be forced to kneel before him or die. So this is Adora narrating, but we just see, do I have your attention? Kalibak's like, release my ear, Granny. So they're still fighting. And we just see Lex is still out cold. It's like, Lex, Parademon, and you just see John's like, I got him. But meanwhile, the Prophet is like, but we have been wrong about the Chosen One before, Adora. It's like, we just see more fighting on. It's like, we have been deceived. Our faith wasn't a false god. It's not too late to find our way back and reclaim our strength and determination. And we just see, stay close, Lo. And then meanwhile, we see the feminist furies. Just see, look, the weak woman flies to the side of her man. It's like, I wouldn't be surprised to learn you serve drink at home and play nursemaid to his children. You have brought shame to our sisters. And it's like, you belittle the progress of our sex in caring for these men. Granny meant for you to be more. You never had the strength of a fury. And then Lois is like, sorry you feel that way, sister. Wham! Just knocks her down. Say, kill her. It's like, but my love is not weakness. Boom, takes her down. Bang. Takes this one down. Bam. And caring for others never makes us small. Boom. And you of all people did not get to lecture me on who I am. She just takes down the Furies. Lois was just straight kicking ass right there. Lois was just kicking ass. Lois was just kicking ass. And we just see, it's like, we just see Superman, looking at his wife like, yo, have I told you how glad I am to see you, hon? And she's like, tell me again, babe. Oh, my God, man. Just look at that, man. Lois comes, reports, mothers his child, and kicks ass. And Superman is like, oh, yeah, man. I'm so happy I'm married to this woman right now. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. This was beautiful. But meanwhile, Kalibak and Granny Goodness are still fighting in the background. And we just see the dialogue pretty much goes how Adora is like saying, "Let's not abandon our faith in Apokolips in the darkest hour." But when we are so close to seeing it, fulfilled, it's like slaves to Apokolips. Trouble as I lay waste to all who deny my birthright. So Calabac is just going crazy. It's like, let us prove Superman that we seek his goodwill. Perhaps we can allow him to choose the false god's fate himself. Let's see, Calabac is like, cower as I restore my father's order. It's like, and weep as I destroy the prophet's false god. And we just see John going into attack Calabac, like, get back in con. And we just see Superman like, John, no, and you just see him toss John away, and he goes after Lex, like, the pit awaits you. Yes, we must act not, prophet. It may already be too late. And we just see him about to throw. He's throwing Lex into the abyss. We just see your words are truth, Adora. Forgive me, huh? We just see all of a sudden we will not fade into darkness. No, then Lex is saved. Boom. We will act swiftly on his behalf. Alright, we just see and seek to serve our Lord rather than command him. And we just see Calabac try to get back Lex, but then he falls into the abyss himself. Take hail, Lord Superman, Omega Fleet, Parademons, secure the area. Adora, Prophet, the Chaos Cannon is destroyed, but Calabac has fallen into the pit. Then the pit will be his fate, while judgment for Lex Luthor is yours, Superman, and yours alone. And he's like, good. And then he just takes Lex, and then Granny gets like, he will not escape Lord Superman's judgment, Granny. Traitor, kill me now and be done with it. She lives, like, is that why, Superman? Perhaps not. Are we to understand that by your first decrees Are we to understand these to be your first decrees by the authority of the Hone of Apokolips? Like, no. It's just the right thing to do. And we just see Adora's like saying, the prophecy states that you are the embodiment of justice. They are by far from innocent. Luthor has brought shame to your name. Mercy is for those who are in need of it. What is this weak drivel? It's like, remember your place, soldier. You just say, I'm afraid that mercy is a foreign concept to many here, Superman. I must admit the concept is alluring, but it is something I'm only beginning to grasp. And it's like, Adora, was it? It's like, my name is pledged in your service, Superman. What will happen to your people? Without you on the vacuum of the throne, it's like, the power vacuum, it's like, without you on the throne, the vacuum of power will grow. You have seen these tyrants on Apokolips for yourself. The people's iron will needs a steel hand to lead them. And then John is like, Dad, are we just going to leave them? And he's like, shh, don't interrupt your father. I love the Superman family. And we just see, do not fight it. The prophecy says you will lead us. Don't you see, I have my own world, my own family. This is Apokolips. What you are asking is, like, I have seen that we are not the first to receive similar justification. Are we also far beyond hope? And we just see this dog looking somewhere. It's like, Lois, John, and it's like, we are with you, always. It's like, you're right, Adora. No one, not even those who are in Apokolips, is beyond hope. And we just see Superman, I accept. I'm looking forward to this. The Super Sons of Tomorrow. On December 20th, that's when we do it. We just see, hail Superman, hail Superman. So, citizens of Apokolips. And Superman is going to deliver this great speech. It's like many of you, I was orphaned. Like all of you, I have been given a second chance. As your prophecy says, I was raised by humble farmers in the heartland of my world. They showed me the true light of love and hope, and they are the ones who taught me principles and my beliefs that shaped me into who I am today. Their forefathers were ordinary men and women who believed all to be created equal and who escaped the grasp of tyranny. They took for themselves the right of freedom and built a nation upon truth and justice. It wasn't perfect, but it was alive and it grew. Then in liberty, they raised a torch. It was a beacon of hope for the entire world to see. I am here to give you an ember born from that same flame. The same opportunity to take your rights and do the impossible. To make Apokolips into a beacon of hope for the entire universe. Light passed from one another to another to grow, and to shine with freedom in the darkest corners of your world. So cast off the chains of Darkseid, and declare independence from all who are like him. Seek out those among you who offer kindness and a new beginning, and begin to heal your wounds and lift each other up. And you may find that even in the coldest of hearts can melt. And lead you to new guards of your future security, inextinguishable. with truth and justice for all. Wow. My gosh, that was an incredible speech. And then we see that Superman's like, Adora, I have for you a very solemn duty. It's like, me? Yes, you must assemble the governors of the regions and together find a way to govern each other according to the people's needs. And we just see Adora's like, but I'm just a soldier. It's like some of the finest leaders are. Thank you. We will do our best, Superman. And we just see Clark is like, I know you will. This boom cube will return you and allow us to remain in contact should we need further assistance. Like, rest assured, I will always answer your call. And Jesse Lowe's like, what about Lex? Yeah, where is sleeping Baldy? It's like, stabilized. He is ready to be removed from stasis to your home world. It's like, I'll see that he's taken care of. And we just see Superboy bid goodbye to his faithful dog. And just see, Mom, don't you think Crypto would like another friend to come live with? And she's like, don't think about it, kiddo. And it's like, aw. And we just see the Prophet's like, a new vision rises with the sun. And Adora's like, what do you see, Prophet? The same as before. But I see that our hope for order and peace has much a chance on Apokolips as it does on their world. So, we get back to the morning. And Lex slept through the whole thing. And he has to reschedule his thing. He's like, beautiful, Metropolis, my home. And then Superman's like, bruh, we gotta talk. And then it's like, oh, Superman, how unlike you to voluntarily arrive at my crib. Are we safe? Like, yeah, Apokolips is freed. And he's like, your suit surveillance files were damaged. I'm here to tell you. And Lex takes this personal. He's like, the League calls you, you answer. A cat goes up in the tree and you're there. There's the key to the city ceremony and you don't miss a handshake. But I need you, your so-called partner, and you leave me marooned on another planet? And Superman's like, listen, it's like, I've bled for this city, and you're blasted S. And how is my sacrifice repaid? With suspicion and disrespect. You, who are so rich in mercy for everyone else, still refuse to trust me. It's like, it is dangerous to trust a hypocrite, and what you did on Apokolips proves it. And he just he crushes his chest plate, and he's like, dangerous? It's like, what are you? So it's like, so be it. So he just removes the S, and he's like, is that how it's gonna be? Be seeing you, Luthor. And we see that Lex is back to his old self, no longer pretending to be the hero. He's back to be a villain. And with that, the Imperious Lex arc has ended. Peter Gleason and Peter J. Tomasi, excellent work. I really like the arc. Doug Mankey, he's doing his thing. So this was fantastic. And next is Super Sons of Tomorrow. This is perhaps the best issue of Superman I have read. It was well done, well crafted. Everybody was good. Superman's speech at the end. Fantastic. 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 So, thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications. Once again, I thank y'all for watching again. And I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics like this and get your views on it. So once again, thank y'all for watching. And you might see me review this. Once again, it's just for Mike Costa. But once again, thank y'all for watching. And I'll see y'all, and I should have more videos up later today.